Is twin flame union even possible? I mean, you look around and it seems like most twin flames are experiencing separation, or you got the runner-chaser dynamic, or you got twin flames blocking each other, getting massively triggered, and maybe running, separate directions from one another. And it leads one to question, especially if you're on the twin flame journey, is it possible for me? I mean, because statistics show otherwise, right? Well, welcome back to my channel. I'm Breann, a Master Certified Ascension Coach with Twin Flames Universe. Today, I want to talk to you about the possibility of twin flame union. And as I was saying before, is that if you look around, for maybe on YouTube, it seems to be that there's a lot of twin flame information out there, and it's all geared towards, twin flame separation and how to resolve that so that you can be in union with your twin flame. But still, yet there's a lot of focus and emphasis on the separation because most of the consciousness must still be experiencing that state of separation. And because of that, experience, or what we're seeing and maybe what you're experiencing for yourself, you might even too have this feeling of, well, is this even possible for me? Is it worth it to pursue? And I'm going to share with you some clarity and insights as to why this could be happening and the truth of the possibility of having your twin flame union. And so if you desire your twin flame union, it is because it is for you to have. Very simply put, the desire was put in your heart because it is meant for you. But in that, it does require something of you, and the requirement to vibrate into alignment with your harmonious union, your twin flame union, it is not something that everyone is ready and willing to do. And I'm going to tell you what that something is, and that is looking within oneself. And what do I mean by looking within oneself? It means that you have to take complete and total responsibility for your reality, for yourself. And we live in a world currently with where consciousness is at, where there's a lot of victim mentality, a lot of, pointing the finger, like, well, you did that, and you did this, and, conditional love, meaning you scratch my back, I'm gonna scratch yours. This is the largest part of how the consciousness works, and that is someone else is responsible for me, and I'm responsible for someone else. And you can see there's a lot of unhealthiness in that relationship dynamic, whereas with your twin flame union, it requires something transcendental of you. And this is a beautiful quote by my spiritual teachers, Jeff and Shalia, that I've always held near and dear to my heart. And that is to have a transcendental love, you have to do something transcendental. So that means that you have to do, if you want a divine lover, which is your twin flame, you have to do something divine, something that perhaps you've never done before. And that requires you to shed literally everything that you've ever known about love and about relationships. And not everyone is willing and ready to do that, but there are those that are. And perhaps you watching this video, maybe that's in your heart. Maybe you are a spiritual warrior and you're down for the nitty-gritty and the journey in itself, and taking full responsibility for yourself and your reality. And what I mean by that is you're claiming your truth as a divine being. Because as you claim your truth as a divine being, you naturally come to know that you get to create the reality that you desire. You're co-creating with God. You're co-creating with love. God is love. And in that co-creation, you get to create absolutely everything that you desire for yourself and in your reality. But that does mean that you have to let go of things such as victim mentality, or those patterns, those unhealthy relationship dynamics that we all, every single one of us, have entertained or are still entertaining. Maybe, an example is people pleasing. Let's say if you're a big people pleaser, I was for the longest time, and even still to this day, you know, being 4 years into my Harmonious Union, there's still times when I notice that people pleasing energy and I immediately uproot it, because that's not founded in love. That's essentially, you know, me trying to be someone's source or vice versa, right? And that's out of alignment with divine love. Whereas we are all responsible for our own happiness, because generally a people pleaser, they're out to please another. That's what it is, people pleaser. You're out to be someone's source of happiness or their sense of security or whatever that may be. So this is just an example. You know, you've got to let go of these old relationship dynamics that absolutely don't work, okay? They don't work, and they feel bad, and you know that to be true in your own heart, because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to you. It doesn't feel good to anyone. And this journey, if you want to be with your twin flame, it's already a given. It's already yours, but you have to vibrate into alignment with it. And just like I said, that means vibrating in alignment with your divine self. And your divine self only knows unconditional love. It only knows joy and happiness and peace. And so it requires you to align to that and to let go of the misery, let go of the struggle, let go of the difficulty. And you may say, well, Breann, that sounds super easy for you, but that's not how it is. Well, you're right. There is a process that you have to take. It doesn't mean just let it go and act like everything's all honky-dory. That's not what it means. It doesn't mean gaslight yourself. It doesn't mean push or force yourself or be unkind to yourself. But what it does mean is to acknowledge where you don't feel good and love yourself there. Apply that mirror exercise. Acknowledge in something in your reality that you don't like and you would like to change it. And you identify that within yourself and you love yourself there. You shift your reality by loving yourself, not controlling, through love. You have compassion for you. You have patience for you. You nurture and you care for yourself. And in that, you change your inner state of being, which naturally reflects in your outer reality. And that is how you draw your twin flame closer, and how you can also be one of those that manifest their twin flame union, because this is for everyone. And this journey is not going to end until every child of God is back in their perfect state of being with their twin flame. So even if you don't feel compelled or very motivated or inspired, you know, due to, well, there's not a lot that seem to be experiencing union right now, well, your time is now, okay? Because you can choose that for yourself. And as I was saying before, the desire is placed in your heart because it's meant for you to have. So you get off the sideline and you come join the race. And the race means love yourself. It means take responsibility for you. And that can feel like an uncomfortable thing to do in the beginning. But as you realize how empowering, I can say that word, how empowered you feel when you do take responsibility for yourself and your reality, you will be full speed ahead, because it's going to feel so good to you. All right, so twin flame union is for you. It is for absolutely everyone, but it requires everyone to give up the conditional thing for the unconditional thing, to do something transcendental. And if you're willing to do something transcendental, to have a transcendental love, rest assured it's yours. All right, so don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.